PlayStation. Does it play video games? Is it aesthetic? Is it PS1 or PSX? If X is the Roman numeral for 10, where are the other 4 PlayStations?
Don't go! No!
Where are the PlayStations 5, Sony? My son won't stop crying. Maybe I'll grow another kidney to sell in time for next Christmas, son. Can you press subscribe or else I'll delete the channel? And will it live on longer than Vaporwave? Sony, a company that manufactures black boxes that make noises and silver screens that produce enough blue light to support that streamer's 5th 24-hour stream this week, invented a pioneer of CG, street slang for computer graphics. The PlayStation 1. It had games, more bits, 3D, tank controls, backtracking, and games. And then the Nintendo 64 came out. Mom, cancel the PS1 pre-order. It left a huge stain of melancholic nostalgia on the brains of 90s and early 2000s kids, gatewaying into indie dev. So today it's kind of hard to avoid seeing a game akin to the PS1, or PSX. Look, it's the same. I'm the critic here. I don't care about your fantasy terminology. Don't make me hide you from my safe space. Most of these PS1 style titles are horror games. Murder slashers inspired by other murder slashers inspired by shapes. Otherwise, you have the more known organ donor simulations. Royalty Squad. Both share ideas of biopunk modifications by implanting alien items inside of your body for enhancements. I mean, yeah, protein powder is a thing. Constructing this purposely disgusting world that is so ugly yet intriguing to look at and explore through. Serving up a rare platter of player choice. Making the replayability more fat and juicy than a plate of foie gras, including the cruelty. Bloodborne PS10 is the closest you will ever get to Bloodborne in 60 FPS. Made by LW Media, it is a near one-to-one recreation of Yharnam, and it looks so damn beautiful. Oh my god, it's a fireplace! The menu screen is reminiscent of that Silent Hill, Resident Evil-y layout. Even the tacky loading screens just scream 1999. The style of the pop-up prompts are that of Final Fantasy VII text boxes. And it's not just a graphical spin-off either. LW add content of their own for experienced players, and Father Gascoigne is still the filtering point for new players. That's it. I'm going back to Elden Ring. They still have shields. Hey, remember those time-consuming mechanics that were fixed generation after generation? Yeah, they're back, son. Inventory systems that don't pause the game? It's here. You got a key for that door? Idiot! You've got to go into your quick bar to the keychain, then place a specific key on your hotbar, switch to that key, and then open the door, silly! This is great for when there's a locked door, and there's a walking vampiric meatball behind you, and turns out, you don't have that specific key in your hotbar. Not great for you. It's bad actually, but it's great because it's PlayStation 1 bad. I love it. It's charming. Stop that! Get back in there! Even the controls are funky. You move with the D-pad, you turn the camera with the triggers and struggle anyway because its placement is jank fucking god. It's stiff and restricting, it hurts my fingers, and it plays as a dark reminder of why I'll never finish Metal Gear Solid 1. Gamers are just spoiled today with how easy they have it. Back in my day, all the jank and awkwardness actually serves as a reminder of how mobility was 20 years ago. That sometimes I'd accidentally hit the wrong button. It's great, I love it. It's a huge waving flag of progress, stating how far we've come in becoming successors of poop-throwing apes to logical poop-throwing apes. Oh, nice aim, man. Want to transform your cleaver into a... Same thing as before, go into your inventory, transform it, tab out, which is annoying, but it's cutely awkward, just like all PS1 games. LW here is very aware of the PS1's package of frustrations, and mixing that with Soulsborne Sekiring's love for walking across narrow beams every game. LW, aware of this 11th circle of hell, despised both design choices enough to allow you to walk. I mean, you could have swapped out this button for the weapon transformation, but you know, this works too. It's all jank, all awkward, and full style. Fuck your game, I'm breaking the hitboxes. You make a game like a PS1 game, I'll play it like a PS1 game.
Yes!
It's free on itch.io, go get it. 2 out of 5, I keep dying. Requires an easy mode.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Slight spoilers for this one. Be warned, your young sailor. Any sub-mechanic phobic and thalassophobic people in the chat? Have I got the experience that'll better help you more than any therapy can do? Iron Lung.
He's up my asshole for fucking 4 days.
Iron Lung was made by David Szymanski. The story goes as such. Once upon a time, stars and planets, including Earth, despawned outside of the map. In search of dwindling resources in a pool of dead moons, a unique one is found full of liquid, and you are a convict sent to explore. And as any convict under the American prison system, you are given a non-paid job, locked in a little London studio apartment submarine, the Iron Lung. with nothing to do but push buttons. The goal of the game is to take photos of points of interest before your sub fills up with Mountain Dew Code Red. In return, you earn your freedom. Dude, have you not seen Shawshank Redemption? There's nothing anymore. And at the end, players are abandoned in the same, yet ignorantly hope-filled, unknowing fate, as the space colonists free their mind to the wildest of speculations.
Now let me be clear.
Oh, the economy, shit. The game starts off slow, robbing your vision of the outside world in exchange for inconceivable imagery from the exterior camera, navigating by pure mathematics. Alright, where's my calculator? You can't be reckless and rush because blockades come out of nowhere really fast. But you also can't be too slow, creating this sense of urgency and deliberacy. When a sense like sight is taken away, other senses are heightened. In this case, even though sight is intrinsically locked inside the makeshift Garry's Mod prison, having no extrinsic sight still means your sense of sound is heightened. Beginning to hear external sounds surround you in higher definition. Listen closely. Do you hear that? It must be the wind. The wind. What was that noise? And while you think you're all safe out in that open space, your coordinator begins to rapidly blink in spite of your location being in a safe haven. Something is out there. Fuck, someone tape LeBron to the dash cam again. And this game knows how to fuck with you. Just watch. What? Oh, okay. The game knew that people were going to be confused why something was in the way there, despite there being nothing in the way of this choke point on the map. To then go to the camera to see the crater wall so you can more safely navigate. Because, you know, the game said you could do that, and after being lured into this trap, the blip on the coordinator disappears. Somebody please give this David guy a Trollface award. In regards to the story being brief, all we can do is speculate and spread misinformation, my dudes. My theory is that the stars or planets aren't dead, but actually moved, possibly by some anomalous phenomena. When your sub is nudged suddenly, your coordinates instantly change without any momentum, like as if you were teleported to another location, disappearing from the previous. Could this starfish-looking creature actually be a quantum scar in the fabric of space-time? Even then, later in the game, when that eye does that funny boo, shaking the sub like a hamster in a ball imprisoned for its crimes, your coordinates don't change? So, if sea life isn't moving you, what is? Fuck you, Unatmosphere is your game. The world is fully modeled. 1 out of 5, there's no atmosphere and I must breathe. It plays for about an hour, and it's definitely worth it. And if you refund it, you're a coward. Is one of the myriad of movement shooters, which are cousins of each other. Hi Ultra Kill, hey Medieval, stop, don't look at him, he's the bastard child of Quake and modern graphics. Dusk is a love letter to grandfather shooters, emulating the design philosophy of whilst tallying your enemies killed and secrets found. Obsessive perfectionists, have I got the game for you? No therapy can. The level selection screen is even identical to Doom 1's selection screen. Oh, how cute, they even set it the super shotgun in the middle of the screen too. Though this stubborn shit refuses to fire when there's only one bullet in it. That's not how hammers work. Then again, there are no hammers. And the soundtrack too, it's made by one of the Doom Eternal's Ancient Gods composers, Andrew Hulshult. A composer whose body is biowarped of grungy guitar riffs and amplifier distortions. Oh, I'm gonna set the gym on fire with this one. Biceps are guns, my whole body's gonna become an arsenal. And before the words come out your mouth, but Doom is a DOSBox game. Looky here, I'm slithering my way out of this one, and you can still enjoy the video. In honor of Quake Doom, where's the story? I don't know, it's there somewhere. It's the 90s and us cold teens only want to shoot the shit, eat pizza, and scam to board. Fuck you, Mom. I'm not going to church this Sunday because you banned me off the family computer again. Those
titties were 8-bit, not 16.
Much like Iron Lung, a story exists despite it not being the main focus, requiring you to stop shooting that damn gun for a sec. Oh, I forgot my ear protection. And look a little more closely at the world. Yeah. Those are some nice squares. Set in Pennsylvania, the main antagonists are inspired from real Lovecraftian horror. Cows, interesting fashion choices, Americans. The game gets you comfortable with its movement, spinning your gun for a few stages to then introduce you to the bolt-action hunting rifle, initiating the real test of actually aiming. Sorry coffee drinkers, you'll have to sit this one out. And it beautifully introduces to you that you cannot stand stationary with it, placing a small window between you and about 20 to 100 cultists firing into one choke point, leaving no room to dodge.
Play nice.
This is the go-to weapon for training flick shooting in hopes to join a pro CSGO team as the AVP specialist. Listen, 15-year-old me, unless you're willing to throw a game and a career away to win a gamble dem for a howl, you're not gonna make it. Alternatively, try being born Swedish. The armory is nuts too. I'm almost too scared to stretch my hand from one end of the keyboard to the other. Thanks, Dad, you could have given me better genes. So for me, no weapon, no bullet, no caliber is more powerful than Boulder. Dusk is open to being broken apart, having its rules bent, inviting tactics like bee-hopping, and climbing up cliff faces and humanely breaking the convention shackled to the rules of game design. Oh, how sacrilegious, you heretic. Stylistically too, it's self-aware, offering options to degrade the game to older eras, though it does feel like it's applying heavier mosaic filters. But Summer of '95 and Nostalgic are a good balance if you're aiming for that 1999's eye bleed, otherwise you're a masochist. I can't see shit in Pennsylvania. Monsters will just turn into Minecraft paintings at this point. You can actually count the pixels before lining up a shot. But it's just the tricks of the trade. Because the game's pace is so fast, it's too easy to look past those effects that give the game the PS1 vibe. Hell, even the story told in the environment. Taking a moment to pay attention, you can begin to appreciate the 90s. 5 out of 5, you can backflip. It's $20 in Steam, but definitely worth it for the accurate, rural American experience.
Siren Head, Siren Head, Siren Head, Siren Head.
It's a very short experience, and I mean very. Like, the speedruns for this game put Mirror's Edge to shame. It was made by Modus Interactive for a 2018 Halloween PS1 jam, which also has other games too if you're interested in playing them. Siren Head cutely experiments on the PS1 genre, and the at the time upcoming meme, Siren Head, which ironically not seeing is scarier than seeing, because how are you supposed to tell the difference between nuclear warfare and the giant tree man? Undreamed Panic made a short but extended experience, this time with a game inside, with a lot more spooky. Siren Head, don't ask which one, I don't know, is about a high school student on a camping trip with their friends. But oh no, blood! Now I must steal the park ranger's weapon and not even bother to call my friend's cell phone. This game is fine. It actually centers its set pieces and scripted events well, that it carries intensity to it. The scarier attribute of Siren Head is that it never claims to try and be in honor of the PS1. However, the main sore thumb is that it tries to pull off the low-res PS1-like visuals without fully committing, adding of course a mosaic filter. Siren Head, 10 out of 5. Siren Head, 5 out of 10. Learn how the single dad makes money by refunding free games. Council House. Puppet Combo goes way back to 2015 with Power Drill Massacre, diving a bit more into that VHS wear and tear, bearing the underbelly of PS1, which makes me confident in saying that they helped popularize the resurgence of the PS1 aesthetic in modern indie. Like Dusk and Bloodborne PSX, Waffle House gives you visual options, catering more towards the classic VHS in marriage to the theme of 80s slashers. But oh lord, there's a PS1 set. Oh.
That's why he's the GOAT!
Look, wobbly polygons. Look, warping doors. Look, an FPS cap of 20, native PS1 scuffness. I don't think it works, however. I think my PC is too master racist or something, because everything is still at 60 FPS. Come down to Murder House. We have tank control, fixed cameras, Modern Warfare 2 heartbeat sensor, door transitions that go on way too long, 80 slasher over and underacting.
Did you see that goddamn real estate agent?
No, the house is empty.
An explanation to why characters have the worst cardio in fiction ever. Like, the game isn't afraid of being itself. Dude, how much nose can you be on? It's got all the cheesiness from every cheese of genre it's inspired from. Even adopting the character tropes of these corny slashers. The quiet character who, he's kind of up to something, isn't he? The jerk character who likes to play leader.
This isn't 60 Minutes, Dana. It's Channel fucking 9.
The uninterested woman who actually cares.
Fine. I'm going to find a place in this gross house to fix my makeup.
And the nervous main character who's actually competent. What? Well, I'm really just creating a shopping list for the whole dairy aisle. You play as Emma, intern of news station, the BBC, on a mission to cover the story of a legendary killer. Rightfully so, you would treat like how every free working intern should be. Do everything for everyone. Come on, Spot, be a team player.
Get the power on. We don't have all day. Hurry up, would you? I got money on the bucks tonight. Take the van and go pick us up some pizzas.
Murder House continues that old school progression formula of find key items, go to inventory, and use key items on world objects that stand out. It's easy to get lost at first, so it requires some thorough exploring and keeping mental notes, especially for things that may be of interest later. The game is not subtle about it either. Honestly, the game is really slow and boring. I wouldn't waste your time with this shit.
Help me! There's somebody else in here! No!
Oh no. I'm now being followed. This is the Easter Ripper, and don't let it fool you. That's not a giant rabbit. It's actually a prankster from 2016 YouTube. That's right, we got cameras here, here, there, and there. Say hi to YouTube. Oh, please sign these papers. Here comes the cute part about these being hunted genres. These moments are intense, and it's only elevated by the stiffiness of the controls. Gosh dang it, PS1. And the Easter Ripper always arrives at the worst parts too. But luckily, there's just enough room for you to train around him. Hey, you should also check out my zombies video. It has an abundance of those charming oh shit moments. Just lining up for some cool B-roll and oh no, someone locked the door. What? I'm a walking keyring, you can't do that. And these oh shit moments aren't exclusive to the Ripper. It's the walls evolving, the child running around the corner which you can clearly see disappear. I mean, Mass Effect 3, I love you, but come on, you could do better. It goes for $12 in Steam, and Jacksepticeye voices in it.
Whoa, calm down. How did you get in here?
0 out of 10. My parents didn't get me any eggs for Easter. This year sucks. In your opinion, if this video was good, leave a like right now. That's a threat. Right now, I'm trying to get more likes than there are pixels on screen, and subscribe while you're at it too. I'm currently aiming to get more subscribers than Mr. Beast. I think it will be a battle of no feet.
Everyone here a virgin anyways?
Duh.